Let's focus on the stage of the 2022 NBA Finals, the moment when Curry reached the pinnacle of his career. Facing the Boston Celtics with an ironclad defense, Curry was like a master artist on the basketball court, freely showcasing his talent and skills. In this ultimate showdown, he averaged 31 points per game with a true shooting percentage of 63%. With precise shots and exquisite passes, he firmly controlled the rhythm of the game. Game 4 was a personal showcase for Curry. He scored 43 points throughout the game, single-handedly turning the tide of the battle and becoming the key player for the team's victory. Eventually, Curry led the Golden State Warriors to win the series 4-2, successfully lifting the 7th NBA championship trophy in the team's history. At the same time, he was honored as the Finals MVP. This honor is not only a high recognition of his skills, but also the best testimony to his unremitting efforts on the basketball path over the years. At this moment, Curry stood at the peak of the basketball world, and his name was closely linked to basketball legends. Looking back at the 2015 to 2016 season, Curry's performance was nothing short of amazing. He led the Warriors to charge through the regular season, achieving an astonishing record of 73 wins and 9 losses, the best in history. Curry himself was in top form, making 402 three-pointers in a single season. This number far exceeded that of other players, completely subverting people's perception of three-pointers. His three-pointers were like precision-guided missiles. Wherever he was on the court, as long as he raised his hand to shoot, opponents would feel a chill. With such a remarkable performance, Curry was undoubtedly elected the regular season MVP, and he was the first player in NBA history to be unanimously elected. He proved with his strength that he was the well-deserved king of the basketball world, inaugurating the Curry era. Who would have thought that this superstar who now dominates the basketball court was once a skinny teenager who was not favored? Curry was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as basketball superstar LeBron James. His basketball dream was deeply influenced by his father, Del Curry. Del was also a player in the NBA. Since childhood, Curry had followed his father around, being influenced by the basketball atmosphere. When he was a child, Curry's greatest joy was to play on the court with his brother Seth, imitating his father's shooting moves and dreaming of one day galloping on the NBA court like his father. The time spent in Canada was a crucial period for the rapid growth of Curry's basketball skills. He often spent his spare time on the court, constantly honing his dribbling and shooting techniques. At that time, although he was thin and small, he showed amazing talent on the court. Behind the back crossovers and various difficult dribbling moves were as easy as pie for him. His playing style was agile and elegant, making people's eyes shine. By competing with local basketball masters, Curry gradually stood out with his outstanding performance and became a rising star in the Canadian basketball scene. However, after returning to Charlotte, Curry encountered many setbacks on his high school basketball journey. Due to his small and thin build, he was often targeted by opponents in games. In a crucial state championship game, the opponent adopted the box-in-one tactic, arranging a tall and strong forward to closely mark Curry throughout the game, restricting his receiving and shooting. Although Curry tried his best, the huge disadvantage in physical confrontation still put him in a difficult situation. In that game, he only scored 8 points and the team lost. This defeat was a huge blow to Curry. What was worse, his basketball talent was not recognized by college coaches. In his senior year of high school, he didn't receive any basketball scholarship offers from colleges and was little known in the national basketball rankings. But Curry didn't give up on his basketball dream. He knew that to achieve his dream, he had to work harder than others. So he trained frantically in his spare time, constantly improving his skills and physical fitness. Finally, his efforts paid off. Davidson College extended an olive branch to him. At Davidson College, Curry, the first turning point in his basketball career. In his freshman season, he shocked the entire college basketball world with his outstanding performance. With an average of 21.5 points per game and 122 three-pointers made, he became the scoring leader of the Southern Conference and ranked second in scoring among freshmen nationwide. second only to Kevin Durant. He also broke the NCAA freshman season three-point record and led the team to the March Madness tournament. Although the team unfortunately lost in the first round, Curry's name began to be known by more people. In his sophomore season, Curry continued his high-light performance. He averaged 25.5 points per game, leading the team to remain undefeated in the Southern Conference and advancing to March Madness again. In the NCAA tournament, Curry became the absolute core of the team. With his wonderful performances, he led the team to overcome one obstacle after another. In the game against Gonzaga University, he scored 40 points, helping the team win. In the game against Georgetown University, the team was once behind by 17 points in the first half, but Curry exploded in the second half, scoring 25 points alone and leading the team to an astonishing comeback. In the Sweet 16 game, facing the University of Wisconsin, Curry scored 33 points again, leading the team to an easy victory. In these four magical games, Curry averaged 32 points, 3.5 assists, and 3.2 steals per game, with a three-point shooting percentage of 44%. He also broke the NCAA single-season three-point record, becoming the focus of national attention. In 2009, Curry participated in the NBA draft. Although he had performed outstandingly in the College Basketball League, due to his short stature and lack of strength, he was not highly regarded before the draft. Many teams believed that he couldn't adapt to the high-intensity competition in the NBA and questioned whether he could become an excellent point guard. Eventually, Curry was selected by the Golden State Warriors with the 7th pick in the first round, kicking off his NBA career. In his rookie season, Curry responded to all the doubts with his excellent performance. He averaged 17 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals per game, ranking second in the Rookie of the Year voting, just behind Tyreke Evans. His three-point shooting percentage and the number of three-pointers made ranked among the top 10 in the NBA. He scored more than 30 points in many games, setting a record for the most points scored by a rookie since LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. However, injuries became the biggest obstacle in the early stage of Curry's career. Frequent ankle injuries forced him to play only 26 games in his third season. Injuries not only affected his playing time but also had a great impact on his game state. He was thus labeled as injury-prone. Before the trade deadline, he was even on the verge of being traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. Fortunately, the Bucks team doctor considered his ankle injury too risky, and the trade didn't go through. In the 2012 offseason, the Warriors faced a difficult decision whether to re-sign Curry. Due to his injury problems, re-signing Curry was considered a gamble. But the Warriors management finally chose to believe in Curry's potential and signed a contract extension with him. At the same time, the team selected Harrison Barnes and Draymond Green, forming a core lineup with Curry and Klay Thompson. Under the leadership of coach Mark Jackson, the Warriors' defensive strength was significantly enhanced, and the team began to rise gradually. The Splash Brothers duo formed by Curry and Thompson, with their excellent three-point shooting ability, became a scoring weapon that struck fear into the hearts of opponents in the league. In the 2013 season, Curry broke Ray Allen's single-season three-point record, making 272 three-pointers and leading the team to the playoffs for the first time in many years. In 2015, Steve Kerr became the head coach of the Warriors. He brought a brand new tactical system, the small ball tactics, to the team. Under Kerr's guidance, the offensive firepower of the Warriors was further unleashed. They raised a storm in the league with their fast-paced playing style and precise three-point shooting. Curry thrived in this tactical system, taking his three-point shooting skills to the extreme. In the 2015 to 2016 season, Curry reached the peak of his career. He led the Warriors to a regular season record of 73 wins and 9 losses, setting an NBA historical record. Curry himself was elected the regular season MVP again, and this time he was unanimously elected. In the playoffs, the Warriors advanced all the way and reached the finals. Although they were reversed by the Cleveland Cavaliers when they had a 3-1 lead in the finals, Curry's performance was still remarkable. In the following seasons, the addition of Kevin Durant made the Warriors even stronger. They won consecutive NBA championships in 2017 and 2018, and Curry's performance in the playoffs was also very stable. However, in the 2019 finals, injuries once again became a nightmare for the Warriors. Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson were injured successively, and the team ultimately lost the series. In 2020, due to player injuries and lineup adjustments, the Warriors' record plummeted, and they became one of the weakest teams in the league.